Some people swear they've spoken to their grandmother after she passed. Others claim they've seen shadows, heard voices, felt a presence. But here's the question we're asking today. When you think you're talking to the dead, what's actually happening? And if you can make contact, how do you know it's real? Hi, I'm Paul, and this is Tarot Logic, an analytical approach to intuitive reading. Humans are wired for connection. We bond through touch, words, memories. When someone dies, the bond doesn't just vanish. It leaves a gap your mind and heart will try to fill. That gap is where spiritual experiences often emerge. It's not weakness, it's a survival mechanism. From a psychological standpoint, when you feel a presence, your brain may be accessing stored sensory memories, their voice, their scent, their mannerisms. This is called bereavement hallucination, and it's common, even among people who don't believe in the afterlife. It doesn't mean it's all in your head in a dismissive way. It means your mind is replaying connection as vividly as it can, sometimes in ways that feel external. Now, here's the part science can't measure. Many cultures, mystics, and mediums believe consciousness is not bound to the body. In tarot, cards like the High Priestess, Death, and Judgment often show up in readings about departed loved ones, not to predict, but to bridge. Some readers believe the symbolism in the spread can act like a language the dead can use to communicate. Not in sentences, in impressions, in feelings, in synchronicity. If you're grieving, it's easy to read every flicker of candlelight or every coincidental card pull as proof of contact. This is where tarot logic matters. Ask why the message is arriving now. Ask how it lines up with the person's true character. Ask what it's asking you to do in the living world. If the message only tells you what you want to hear, be careful. Spirit, if it's real, rarely exists to flatter you. After my liver failed and I nearly died, I didn't just see light at the end of the tunnel. I felt a presence, a field. That wasn't exactly a person, but it could have been anyone. If I had asked, it could have been my ancestors, or friends I'd lost, or even a guide I'd never met. That made me realize something. Contact might be as much about the form we give spirit as it is about spirit itself. Tarot doesn't summon the dead like a movie seance, but it gives your unconscious, and possibly spirit, symbols to work with. If a departed loved one is trying to guide you, tarot offers a shared language. If it's your psyche doing the work, the result can still bring closure, clarity, and peace. Either way, you're having a meaningful conversation. Can you actually talk to the dead? Maybe. But whether the voice comes from spirit or comes from within, what matters is what you do with it. If the message brings healing, action, and truth, keep it. If it just traps you in longing and dependency, let it go. Because the dead don't need you stuck. They need you living. If this episode made you think differently, subscribe to Tarot Logic. Here we explore where intuition, psychology, and mystery meet. Until next time, read with clarity, read with structure, and always read with logic.